Failure is part of fishing and everyone encounters it. I don't care if you've just started fishing last year or if you've been fishing every day for the last 50 years. You're going to fail. It's what you do when you fail that can define your success as a fisherman. In this video, I failed, pretty embarrassingly. But that failure led me to a revenge story that's as sweet as they come and to my first 2-foot brown trout of the year. Welcome back to another video. This story starts off on a sunny day in the beginning of March streamer fishing with my buddy William. The conditions weren't ideal for throwing streamers, but we decided to commit to it anyway. We figured if we threw streamers all day, eventually we would get on a nice fish or two. So we started moving water and looking for a big brown trout. Today I am fishing with streamers, big ol' streamers like this one. Trying to catch some brown trout. Who knows if we'll catch any. The weather conditions aren't great, but it's just been so warm that I had to try it. And I just went out yesterday and caught my first muskie of the year in similar conditions. So I was like, man, if I can catch a muskie, surely I can catch a brown trout. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Anything's possible. And you can't catch them if you're sitting at home. No! That did not take long. Unless it just pops for some reason. Oh. You'll have that on those big jobs. Yeah. Oh, first follow. Like 16-incher. Real pale cup. I guess I'll keep it on for a little bit. That was cool though. It was not very big, but they exist. We can now fish with confidence and happiness, knowing that the fish are still alive. He followed it all the way up to the bank. Cool. I think I moved a fish here last time, like a 20-incher, but the hole looks so different now. It still looks good, but it ain't anywhere near what it used to be. Before we see if that 20-inch fish is still under that tree, I'd like to say that this video is sponsored by Red's Flies. Red's Flies is a Georgia-based small business with the mission to sell flies for conservation. With each order, you can choose which conservation organization you'd like to donate to, and a portion of the proceeds will be donated. But even beyond the conservation aspect of Red's Flies is that the flies are actually awesome. I use them all the time and even used a few in this video. Their tungsten nymphs are awesome for this time of year, and their streamers keep brown trout on my net all winter and spring. Sponsorships like these are what help us to make these trips and chase these trout. So use code HFA for 10% off your next order at Red's Flies. Now let's get back into the action and see if this fish is willing to show itself. Oh my God! There he was. Biggin. Came out of the tree, rolls on the streamer, but I'm pulling it up current. I never even felt the fish. He tried to eat it, but he missed it. Like he's probably 20. Oh! I'll try one more time, then I'll let you go in there. Just. Yeah. I'm gonna try to, Okay, it might be your turn. Yep.
I give that fish 19.
Dude, he's bigger than anything else I've seen today.
Oh yeah.
By a solid bit. I was gonna say, on one of these casts, get a little risky and let it like sink into that root or that tree limb and then pull it out.
I've been risking it, don't be worried. Does he hit you right?
Yeah, he was right off. The first time I saw him, he came out of that pile of brush.
Come back, that second time he was like fired up, you know?
Yeah.
That like come back and eat it.
Yep. Oh! Moved another one. 20-inch, 21-inch fish. On the swing, too.
I know. They don't want mine.
He didn't eat it, though. He like came up, nosed it, and then went right back down to where he came from. That might have been the biggest fish of the day, though. Yeah, whatever streamer you got, they don't want it. All right, guys, so I switched just to an olive. It's a different olive streamer. It's actually a fly that Andrew tied. I just wanted to see if maybe that fly I had on just wasn't quite it. Maybe this will work. It's a little bit less flashy, but still olive. Last one I had on was a circus peanut. Circus peanuts work really well. I've caught a lot of fish on a circus peanut, but they are a bit flashy. So I want to try something a little bit more neutral on the off chance that the problem is partially due to the flashiness of it. Like maybe it's so clear right now that the fish are kind of, although they'll follow it up to look at it, once they get up to it, they're like, that doesn't look perfect. You know, it's hard to tell. So it's somewhat misleading to show me raising 3 good fish in a few minutes on video because it doesn't do justice to the sheer amount of water we had moved up to this point. Not that moving these fish wasn't impressive, but without catching a fish all day, you start to lose your mind a little. Even when you do move a fish, it seems like a mirage and you start to question as to whether or not you actually saw anything. So when you finally get physical proof of a fish, it feels really good. Oh! Hey, we caught one. I know, dude. I was swinging and I saw him roll on it and I just killed my streamer and worked it 2 more times. He came back and hit it a second time. That's good, guys. First fish of the day. Look at that. This brown's not gonna be nice. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I'll be lucky to even half show him off. I'm gonna try to hold him. Can you just chill for 1 second, buddy? See? Not too difficult. Beautiful brown, man. Such an awesome fish. Right back to where he came from. Sweet. Sweet! I'd love to say that that fish opened up the floodgates and we started catching fish like crazy, but that's not what happened. In fact, I'll save y'all the time and skip towards the end of the day when every fisherman's worst nightmare happened. Oh, got one! God, dude. He's not huge, but I think he got foul hooked. Like he swirled on it. And I think he's stuck in like the peck or something. But it's the biggest fish of the day. Oh my gosh. What's happening? Okay. Golly, look at that thing. Oh my gosh, chill, buddy. It's a good fish. Yeah, I thought so. That's why he's fighting so hard. They're weird. Might be able to. Yep. Oh my gosh, he's gone. That's so dumb. Oh. He rolled right on the net right when I swung. If that was in the mouth, I land that fish. All right, it's not the end of the world.
My way, you land the fish.
Well, he was just right next to me. I thought, oh, I'll get him.
Yeah, I put a fly on that looks just like that, but slightly smaller.
Oh, that blows, dude. No. Oh, another one. Oh, That one's little. Got him. One for two, I'll take it. Huh. Well guys, I just lost a big one, probably pushing 20. It's okay though, I landed a little one. Sorry, buddy. Gosh, that blows, man. I hate doing stuff like that. That really annoys me. It's like such an amateur mistake to make. I know, I should have just let you do, but the fish just came right up to me. I was like, all right.
I was just disgusted. As I mentioned, it was an amateur mistake, and honestly, I can't remember the last time I totally botched a net job like that. I'd fished so hard for a chance at a brown trout over 20 inches, only to have the fish I finally hooked to get off. And I'm not just talking about that day of fishing specifically. I'm talking about months of fishing that led up to that moment. And that's the type of failure that can make you want to take a break or fish for brook trout or something that's much more forgiving. But I'm far too stubborn for that. So a week later I was back on the water, but with a slightly different plan.
Alright guys, what's up? So I fished with Will here it's probably been a week now-ish. I think it's been actually maybe exactly a week. And one of the things we kept saying as we were fishing over and over and over again is like, man, if we only had a nymph rod, we'd be able to nymph some of these holes and it would probably be really good. And I kept thinking about that over and over and over again. And I kind of got to the point where I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try to nymph that stretch of water. So I'm going to be fishing some of the same water that you just maybe saw me fish. I don't know how much I have of it is in the video, but I'm nymphing a lot of the same stretches of water that I fished with a streamer a week ago because I know where the fish generally are. And I've done this before. A lot of times on these stretches of water that aren't super pressured, if you can find a stretch where there's lots of fish, they'll usually eat nymphs if you can figure them out. So I came back today, it's sunny today, it's gonna be almost 80 degrees. 80 degrees. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking, get these things tied on, and get fishing. All right guys, so I'm fishing this run just to start for funsies. I don't actually know that I've seen a fish in this run. But at the same time, like, I feel like I should at least fish it because there could be fish in a run like this. It's a very good looking run. And I just want to see, like, kind of get used to casting this rig, see what the depth is like in here. And just in general, try to catch some fish in some spots. There's going to be a bunch of runs that I'm going to spend a lot of time in. This is not going to be one of them, so this may not even be in the video. If I somehow manage to hook a fish here, I do want to be recording for it. So yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Beautiful day though, man. Surely I'll be able to catch a few fish here today on nymphs. Try to hit this inside seam real quick. Yeah, something like that. Oh, I just lost a fish. There's a brown trout too. Little one. I set, but I didn't actually think it was gonna be a fish. I mean, I could have guessed it because it's a great spot for one to be, but cool. All right, let me cast this a few more times here real quick. That's awesome though. First hole, first hit. I'm gonna try something. I am gonna try this stretch back here. I'm gonna drop it off really far for a second. Drop my nymphs off really far and see what happens if I just really try to drag the bottom of the back end of this hole, because there was a fish in here. I saw the fish, set the hook, rolled it, very pretty brown. Not a big one, but it was a brown trout. So like, why not try this section back here for a second? Like, it could be really good. Oh, got one. Feels like a good fish too. Swinging it way out there. Feels like a real good fish. Oh my gosh, this is such a bad situation. Got so much line out. I felt the head shakes immediately. I knew nymphing was gonna work. Where you at, buddy? Maybe it's not that big. That's not a bad fish. Big rainbow, actually. Nice rainbow. Would you stop? Thank you. You're good. You're caught. You're caught. Stop, stop, stop. Heck yeah, dude. Well, that didn't take long. Of course, now I'm stuck in my own jacket, you goofball. How do you even accomplish that? Heck yeah, first fish of the day, and it's a good rainbow, and I'm stuck on my own jacket with the tag nymph. I let that sink. I let that go way out into the head end of the hole, or the back end of the hole, sorry. Now I set up, and this sucker was on. And I'm somehow stuck on myself. I don't want to break this off if I can avoid it. Hold on, fishy. Let me try to get this off. Okay, now we're free. I mean, he's not a giant fish, but he's probably a 16, 17 inch wild rainbow. He's also one of those cool rainbows with very little spots. That's cool, man. Look at this fella. Beautiful fish, too. Oh, he came unhooked. Perfect. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First fish of the day. Already more fish than I caught last time. But look at the chill, buddy. Oh my gosh, and he's gone. Tried to hold on to him. Never mind. I was going to show you how little spots he had, but I'm going to keep fishing this run just for like another 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, depending on if I keep catching fish or not. And then I'm going to move up to where I actually think my chances at a bigger brown are. But, oh, it's such a pretty run, and it's like sets up so well to indicator nymph. And that's one of the things. You guys always see me indicator nymph, but, or sorry, you always see me like Euro nymph or tight line. But runs like this are so good for indicator nymphing because I can like keep feeding it line and let that line go all the way down this whole run, which is something you just can't do when you're tight lining. So yeah, let's keep fishing, see what happens.
So I fished up that run for a bit longer, but eventually I decided to move up to a few areas I thought had a better chance at a big brown trout. And after getting tangled up a few times, I struck gold.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't recording. I just caught the coolest fish of all time and I wasn't recording for it, and I'm so angry, you don't even understand. Had all these jumps. He's like a 22, 23 inch brown trout, and I wasn't recording for it for some unknown reason. Dang it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after much ado, I caught pretty much the brown trout that I was after. And apparently I had stopped recording because I got hung up on myself. I remember getting hung up, I just don't remember stopping the recording. But I caught probably, I don't know how long this fish is, I'll get a rough measurement on him, but he's 22, 23 inches, I'd assume. And I wasn't even recording for it. It's the coolest fight ever too. Fish was jumping out of the water, going crazy. Had to fight it all the way back down through the hole, get down to the end of it, check the GoPro, not recording. So, not super happy about it, but I did catch like a crazy pretty and very large brown trout. I mean, look at that fish. That is the picture of perfection in a brown trout. So I'm still happy to have caught the fish. I'll get a rough measurement on them, and then we'll get them released, man. That's all you can do. Sometimes when you're filming videos, it doesn't work out, but that's okay. The fish will live to fight another day, and maybe I'll catch them next year or something. So anyways, let's do it. Let's keep moving.
So I caught this fish out of this run, the same run that I got stuck in and stopped recording for some reason. Funny thing is, I truly don't even remember not recording. Like, I swore I was recording the whole time. And I just flat out wasn't, man. Like, you'll have that from time to time. It's just super frustrating when it happens because you're like, dude, it's like the one moment you need to be recording, you're not. I've gotten really lucky this year in that, like, I've been recording through a lot of things, you know? Like I've caught a lot of big fish and actually been recording for it. So I can't be that upset. But still, man, every time it happens, it just annoys the living daylights out of me because you're just like, dude, like, surely, you know, you record for the couple moments that you need to record, and then you don't. And now I'm gonna be thinking about that all day because that'll probably be fish of the day. You don't catch fish like that super often. I might try to cross this. Normally I can't really cross this, but I think I can right now. And honestly, I think that might be the key to being able to fish this hole here, because there's actually a log and stuff, and I can just fish it better out of the water here, I think. Are you serious? No way, man. Golly, I have to wait all the way out here, dude. I'm just, should be a great day of fishing, and I'm getting frustrated. I need to like really lock in here. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Also lock in and not fall in. All right guys, I made sure I actually started recording this time after I got finished getting out my knot. I hope. Or I'm just talking to a camera that's not recording right now, which would be just as funny, honestly, in a different way. But I'm gonna run this through a few times, varying, like some of it closer, some of it further to me, some of it closer to me, some of it further from me. Just see what happens here. Wow, what a cast. I don't even know how I did that. Oh, it's a fish. Oh my gosh. Feels like a really big fish. Jeez, dude. That thing went towards that bank so quickly. This is a big fish, boys. This is a really big fish. This is gonna be interesting, because I have to keep, yeah, big brown, good brown. I don't know if he's quite as big as that last one I caught. He's close though. Oh my gosh, don't do that, dude. Oh yeah. Oh buddy. Stud brown. If I can get him quickly, I will, but that's gonna be a tough ask, I'll be honest with you. I could get him there if he was closer to me when he did that. He's not ready though. Come on, dude. If I had someone else with me, I'd got you. Stop. Nope. Lift up your head one more time. I don't mind that. I just wish I could see his head when he did it. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. Get in my net. Yeah, baby, and I'm recording for this one. Let's go, baby. Oh my gosh, he's a male. He's not as big, but my gosh, what a beautiful fish. And I actually recorded for this one because after I got tangled, I reset. Thank you, Lord. Look, a beautiful brown. Dude, he hit in that middle of that run. As soon as I set the hook on him, he went towards that tree over there so fast, I thought he was gonna break me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at this beautiful male brownie. Look at that fish, man. Whoa, chill, buddy. Look at him. Look at that. The jaw, the kype on that bad boy. That is such a cool, perfect brown trout. So, go ahead and get this guy released. You know, he's not too far off of the size of the one I just caught. I'll measure him on my net like I did the last one. He's probably a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch shorter than the last one I just caught, which I don't know how long that was, but I'm gonna release him because he's ready to roll. I'm not going to lie, that felt good. From failing entirely a week prior to landing 2 brown trout I thought were in the 22 to 23 inch range in back-to-back runs was incredible. Not only that, but I still had the rest of the day to fish. So I kept going, with one fish still lingering in the back of my mind and a gut feeling that revenge was on my horizon.
Oh my gosh. What is happening here? I got a fish, I guess. It's either heavy or I foul hooked him. A little bit of both. I think it was a good fish, but I think I also foul hooked it somehow. Weird. Huh. That was really weird. I don't know how you foul hook a fish on an indicator rig. And you do it in Erie occasionally, but I also drifted through there a good bit of times and didn't think there was one in there, so I kind of stopped fishing it, which was maybe a mistake. Maybe I should get that spot with a little bit more respect. That was really weird though. I was like, I couldn't figure out what was happening. I was like, why's my line moving so fast? Oh, there's a fish. Little fish, but a fish. Oh gosh. Oh no, I thought he was gonna get hung up on me. Cool. It's the first fish I've caught in a while. Lost a fish or two, but I haven't caught him. Thanks, buddy. A little rainbow. Wild fella. You're a king, dude. You're a king. Get big for me. All right. Huh, didn't actually expect to catch anything here. Well guys, looks like someone's missing a car, I'd say. Imagine there's a brown trout underneath the car. Must have got carried away in the floods, I don't know. It's pretty freaking wild. Probably hasn't been used for a while. Last time it was inspected was 2022. That's interesting though. All right guys, so I haven't talked in a while because I haven't caught a fish in a decade and a half, but this is gonna be my last stretch of water, I think. I'm just gonna try to fish through this. There's a couple good runs here, one of which is where I lost that big one when I was with Will. I haven't gotten a bite in so long though, that honestly I'm not super confident that even if I find fish, they're gonna hit what I got. I lost the one fly that I caught both my big browns on. I only had like 3 of them and I lost the last one. Figures, you know. So kind of just stuck throwing what I got. That's crazy, man. That looks such a good pocket. Even just for like a rainbow trout, like, are we for real? Last cast, over there. Dang, dude. All right, I'm out. Try one this last run here. This is really the whole reason I came here, was for this one run. They were fishing here last week, and I assume there's probably gonna be fishing here this week, so let's see.
As I alluded to, the fish had seemingly shut down. I couldn't tell if the water I was fishing just didn't have any fish, or if I had the wrong fly on. Either way, it had been hours since my last brown trout. But finally, I was approaching the hole where I had lost a fish in a week prior. With confidence about as low as it could be, I arrived at the hole and began fishing.
This is where the faithful moment happened, where I cast it in here, had like a 20-inch brown hooked, and lost it at my feet. It's like a little shelf here that I can only vaguely see. That's where that fish was. So let's see if anything comes out of this spot. Oh my gosh, good brown trout. I wonder if this is the one I lost. Really good fish though, regardless. Let's see if I can reel this up. There's a high probability this is that brown trout that I lost on the streamer. Whoa, 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 buddy. Beautiful fish. Really colored up. I bet this is that fish I lost. Looks like he's close to ready. You gonna come up for me, buddy? Are you done? He's not quite ready. Pull up a little bit more, get more leverage on it. Let him tire for just a second. And when he's ready, he'll turn on me again. Yep. You ready, buddy? Woo! That's what that fish did earlier. I wasn't recording for. Except a little bit bigger fish, I think. I think this is a good brown, though. He's almost ready. He's just not quite. When he's fully ready, when he turns like that, his head will just pop up. When I hook big browns on a nymph like this and I'm using lighter tippet, I really try to let the rod do all the work. So I got this rod doubled over. I'll let them run if they want to, but this is the ideal situation where he's just trying to nose me down. Because right now he's burning calories, he's burning energy. I can feel it in my arm. And this is the perfect scenario because his chances of him popping in this scenario are very slim. Watch, I say that, he'll pop here in a second. Come on, buddy. Just give me a shot at you. Gosh, dude, every time he turns like that, he's like, no, whoa, what are we doing, buddy? And do that again? Gosh, this fish is kind of going crazy. Come on, buddy. This is where having a second person would be great. Oh, great. Now he's foul hooked himself on the second nymph. Which could be hard, could be good, could be bad. Sometimes if they do that, they'll get wrapped. If I can pull them up, it might be a good time to get them. Nope. Come on, dude. Come on. Come over here a little bit shallower water. Will you do that for me? That's crazy, dude. Every time I hook a big brown and they just dog me like this. Come on, dude. Can I lift your head up? It's gonna be very hard for me to lift his head now that he's foul hooked, unfortunately. The front nymph is still in him, but that second nymph is now stuck on his like his anal fin, it looks like. Which is gonna make turning his head very difficult. To do this. No, come on. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah. That's what I want you to do. I want you to do that, but towards me. Can you do that for me? That was a pathetic jump, to be honest with you, buddy. Okay. He's about ready, I think. He's looking about ready. I just gotta be ready to get him. It's just gonna be very much more difficult now in this situation. Come on, buddy. Let me get you, please. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I wonder if this is that fish that I lost. Come on, dude. Would you get up here for just a second? See, here's the problem. This is gonna be very difficult in this situation. Because the problem is he can kind of do whatever he wants in this unfortunate situation that I've got myself in. Because I can no longer turn his head. Okay, buddy. You about done? Please? I'll pay you good money to be done. I'm gonna have to swing at him one of these times. I'm just terrified to death of losing this fish again on a swing net job for no reason. Let's see if I can turn him. Get him in the shallower stuff. Come on. I'm gonna be ready, baby. I'm gonna be ready. Oh, why did that second nymph get hooked? Makes it so difficult. Can you just be done? He might be done. Oh, if I just had that one nymph hooked, this would be an easy. Come on, dude. No, dude, no, dude, come on. We can play nice. This is the hardest fight I think I've had on a brown trout in a long time. I'm genuinely trying, guys. I just need him to just for a second give up. Just for one brief second to come to the surface. Yeah, I want him on the surface. I just want him a little bit higher. Yeah, baby! That's how you land one of those fish like that, man. He got foul hooked on that back fly. He ate the stone fly, and then he got foul hooked on the anal fin, and that made that fight very difficult. But I landed him. I think that's redemption, boys. I think that is redemption because I'm 99% sure that this is the brown trout that I hooked and lost on the stream. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just got this fish undone. I'm 90% sure this is the fish that I hooked the other day on a streamer and didn't get him, but there you go. That is a beautiful, perfect male brown trout, and we'll get him released here. He had a long fight, so I'm gonna keep him in the water and just get him released. Out of curiosity, measure this fish. I would have guessed he was 20 when I hooked him the other day. Oh my gosh. You guys see that? 22.5-inch male brown trout. That's pretty cool. I thought he was way smaller. Makes me think those other fish I caught earlier were probably closer to 24. I can't believe that. That's awesome, guys. 22-inch male brownie.
So here's the thing. You may be thinking, well, John, where's the 2-foot brown trout? And I'll be honest, you've already seen it. I just way underestimated the length of the fish. When I measured that last fish at 22.5 inches, I started wondering if my earlier guesses on fish length were even remotely accurate. So I decided to measure the net on my bump board and see what those first 2 fish actually measured in at.
Alright guys, so I just let go of that fish. It was 22.5 inches. I thought it was smaller than that. But those other 2 fish I measured. So this one, both fish, I put at the nose at the edge of this. So this is like semi-accurate, but the first one I caught went to the edge of this black here. It was actually a tad bit past that, which is about 24.5 inches to the edge of that black. So that fish was like 24, 25 inches for sure, like guaranteed. And that second male I caught was somewhere probably 23.5, maybe 23, because it was just like midway up into this black, because I remember I said it was like 3/4 inch shorter. So I caught like a 24.5, 25, and a 23 to 24 inch trout, and then a 22.5 inch brown trout confirmed that I laid on this measuring tape board, all in one day. That's actually really crazy. Really crazy. Like, this just hit me how incredible that is of a day. And I was kind of like, honestly guys, I was kind of like pouting a little bit today just because, I don't know. I didn't realize those fish were that big, to be honest with you. And then also, I don't know how much you'll be able to tell by this, but I mean, I fished a long time the other day and lost, I think, that brown trout. And then I fished my absolute tail off all day today. I mean, I started fishing at 10 a.m. and it's like 6 o'clock now. And what you guys don't see is I've probably moved 8 miles of river, and I've probably only caught like 6 fish. So I'm catching less than a fish a mile. But then if you catch less than a fish a mile and those fish are 22.5, 23.5, and 24.5 inches, kind of worth it.
That was me realizing in real time how incredible of a day I had. Not that I hadn't totally realized it prior to that. I mean, any day you can land 3 20-inch fish is a win. But to realize at the end of the day that you tangled with 2 fish within an inch of 24 inches and a third fish that was over 22 inches is incredible. but I owe it all to losing that 22.5-inch fish on a streamer the week prior, because without that failure I wouldn't have been so motivated to return and see if I couldn't get some sort of revenge, which then led me to catching 2 giant fish I had no idea even existed. And now you see why the intro to this video is worded the way it was, because I failed epically and maybe I should have sat down and taken a break. But instead I decided to try again and essentially turned a total failure into a day that you dream about as a fisherman. It's not about if you will fail, because you will, or how embarrassingly bad the failure is, because the failures will get tough. But it's about how you come back and react to that failure that can lead you to some of your greatest fishing triumphs. I'm pretty sure that's a life lesson too. Anyways, shout out to Red's Flies for sponsoring this video. Go check out some of the flies, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.